We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Yankees. All right, Sing, it's been pretty remarkable to see what this lineup has been able to do lately. They're putting on a clinic at the plate.
No doubt, Boog. Impressive performances 1 through 9. Unlike opposing pitchers, I'm looking forward to seeing another show today.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And starting this one, Catfish Hunter. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible. Incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and that's ball 2. And there's a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a little roller right side. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. One point of concern hitting in that 2-hole, Bobby Abreu.
Yeah, and just one hit in the series coming in, so this pitching staff has really had his number. I'm sure he's maybe a little frustrated about it too, so we'll see if the trend continues or if he brings a little extra fire to the plate. Yeah, I know you like that fire, Boog, kind of like your hair. See if he can get something going in this one.
Bobby Abreu now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
That's inside.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Brings it in, and there are 2 down. Dick Allen stands in for the Phillies.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Liner to second, and picked on the hop. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Ranger Suarez.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Harper takes it to the bag. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Batting third, first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Lou Gehrig. And that's outside. Gehrig went deep in his most recent game. 2 outs, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Next to hit, Mickey Mantle. Ripped to third. They take the force out. That ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Ryan Howard. Howard, 26 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Hunter back to work. A little bit high, maybe. 1-0.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. The Phillies score first. It's 1-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Here's Harper now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That one missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. And another ball. Hunter maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His second homer this series, and they add on. It's 2-0.
Fans expect Bryce Harper to do something special every time he comes to the dish, and he didn't disappoint there. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And here is Chase Utley. That clips the zone. 0-1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
1 ball.
Up and in, and it's 1-2. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the third and final game of the series. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's too high.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Trey Turner with a chance now.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That's off the mark, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That misses. 2-1. 1 out, bases empty. That's a base hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Ian Happ. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Hunter keeping an eye on him. Happ matched a homer in his last game.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Pickoff throw, and Turner's back in. Turner at first, 1 gone. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to second for 1. To Gehrig in time. That's an inning-ending double play. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. Fastball is outside. Suarez with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Just off the inside edge.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
That's ball 3.
Now that's smacked to right center. Abreu hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's a curve through for a strike. And takes low for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
This to third. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7th, third baseman, George Brett.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for New York, George Brett. And there's a ball.
Counts 1-0.
Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-0.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That one finds the corner, and it's 2-1 now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a ground ball to first, but it kicks foul. Missed with a changeup, and the count's full. Jose Ramirez hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. And we're back. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Gets the call. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Ashburn batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one off the mark, and that's ball one.
Ball, that's in.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
One strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Full count.
Right through there. Got him. 2 down.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Abreu now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 34th of the season. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Next to hit, Dick Allen. And first offering is fouled off. And the slider just misses. Allen recently taking home Player of the Month honors. In the air, right side. And that is a foul ball.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish. And I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tony Gwynn. On the ground, right side, Utley. Tosses to first. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Grounded out his first time. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Pitch is in there, and the count is 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw some.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. First pitch misses.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Here's a 1-1. Late with the swing there.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That one ran inside, almost got him. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Harper stands in now and watches strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ball 1.
And that one fouled off. Howard on at first, nobody out. That one ripped. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now at the plate, Chase Utley. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed. And a foul ball. One down. That one hammered but pulled foul.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Struck him out looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like
Now
bowling
batting,
him. You think the ball's going to get into the gutter,
Trey
and somehow
Turner.
just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Trey Turner now 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
A sliding stop at short. The throw, nicely done for the out. In half up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Mantle. And that's the third out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. High fly ball down the left field line. And that drops foul. Williams with another scorching run of play lately. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now,
That's
it's
a ball.
really fun to watch him.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Jeffers gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
First
Really love the
baseman,
pitch sequence
Lou
right there. I'm telling you
Gehrig.
what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now here is Lou Gehrig. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Over to Turner for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no error. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Jeffers measures 6 feet 4 inches, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Upstairs, and that's ball 2.
By not chasing
You got
onto
2
the
balls,
zone, they're
1
getting
strike.
good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Brett. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, center
So the
fielder,
batting order
Richie
turns
Ashburn.
over, and digging in for Philadelphia, Richie Ashburn. Trying to bunt his way on. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Bobby Abreu.
Now here is Bobby Abreu. He's already homered in this game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Out towards left center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. Here's the power hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Suarez back to work. Just missed. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one is lifted in the air. Abreu. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's some real power at the plate. Babe Ruth grounded out his first time. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. The Phillies leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ruth, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Up next for the
Here's
Yankees.
Jose Ramirez. Popped out foul ground first time through. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Phillies 5 and the Yankees nothing. Top 6, and now for the Phillies, Dick Allen. Misses off the plate. 1-0. Allen with some impressive production lately. Outfield playing straight up now.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues. One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next offering misses down and away.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And that one ripped into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Howard. He's already homered here in this one. In for a strike. 0-1. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Hit hard on the ground is short. In time to Gehrig. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Way inside.
2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got it. And the Phillies are set down in order. Nothing across here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder Tony Gwynn.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Yankees.
So the lineup flips over.
Shortstop.
Jeter. Stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Just missing there. Now 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And they'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Jeter watches that pitch, miss the strike zone for a ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Bernie Williams. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Utley under it. And out number 1 on the grab. And here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. He's 2 for 2. And that one is inside.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Jeter leads off first with 1 away. Runner on the go. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now, Mickey Mantle. This one in the air center field. Ashburn sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Utley. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul. Left field, Mantle. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Here's Turner now. 1 for 2. To third. And it goes just foul. 1 down, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Ground ball right side. There to beat him by an eyelash. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. Outside low. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 5 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Jorge Posada.
And that drops in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Yankees looking to rally. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Ashburn sizes this one up. And there's one down.
Now pitching for
Tanner Banks is forced to the mound after the injury.
And
he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Ruth in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. The Phils leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Ripped on a line. Ashburn hauls it in, 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And next for New York, George Brett. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Handles, throws to first, and that is the inning. Yanks held in check. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back,
the
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Walker.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Jeffers at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Movement in the Yankees pen. Michael King appears to be getting loose. Smith warming up as well. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Now batting,
Richie Ashburn, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Walker, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Line drive. And a base hit right there. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Up next for Philadelphia, right fielder Bobby Abreu.
So digging in, Bobby Abreu. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Runner takes off. Late swing, foul to the left. Ashburn stands at first with one out. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's two away. Dick Allen now at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Base hit. And now first and second with two outs.
Up next for
now it's the DH, Ryan Howard. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. First and second, two down. And we're in the top of the eighth. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. First and second, two outs. Here comes Bryce Harper. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a...
Pitching for the New York Yankees, number 36, K. Smith.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That missed inside. Yeah, the count even 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. First and second, 2 down. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Chase Utley. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's in there at the knees. Smith, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. 2 outs. Bases are full. And that one gets past the catcher. But all the runners hold. Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out. Bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Ramirez. Banks back to work.
Yeah.
A 1 down. Just missed.
Outside.
Not close with that one. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
That pitch is out. We got full count.
Got him looking for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strikes so extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Gwynn in the box again. Takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Liner, base hit. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. Jeter tracking that one as it misses the zone for a ball. Man at first, 1 away. Out to center. Ashburn brings it in. And there's 2 away. So up next, Bernie Williams.
The right fielder, Bernie Williams.
Fastball for a strike. Gwynn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here goes the runner. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed. And that is in for a strike. And it's 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw
Now
it really well.
left fielder,
It's a really
Ian
nice plate
Happ.
appearance.
Man at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And here comes the Yankees.
Pitching for the New York Yankees, number 13, Billy Wagner.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Wagner, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a two-seamer. Here comes the 0-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one not close. And the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
3-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. At the plate,
Now batting,
Ryan Jeffers.
Catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
And ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And downstairs. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there.
2 strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And the slider just misses. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Richie Ashburn stands in for the Phillies. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. That clips the corner.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
That's a slider for a strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top of the 9th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And delivers outside. Up and in, 3-2 now. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Bobby Abreu.
Pitching for
and
the
we've got ourselves a pitching change. Michael King.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Dick Allen on deck for the Phils. High fly ball out to left field. Mantle sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll do it. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. Hard in the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Phillies 6 and the Yankees 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Joe Ross.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Gehrig in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends one out the opposite way, and they close the gap. It's 6-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. On the money, nice play.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
He's 2 outs away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. There's your strike, 95 of that one. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. And strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends it into the second deck. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Joe Ross won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Andres Munoz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Happ makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees.
So they're down to their final out. And up next for New York, George Brett. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's a strike, and the count 1-2. Munoz is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous
Now
fight from
batting,
him, and
second
I know it's got the
baseman,
dugout
Jose
fired up down there,
Ramirez.
down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Ramirez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. Got him, and that's the ball game. 6-3.